on the direct snap. It's Burnett. Oh, he's got a chance. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few. Still some work to do for the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And the Nittany Lions line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. A designed run for the quarterback. Low the ball to the ground. Scoops it up, still a live ball. Turns it on down the left side. Running inside the 20. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down.
Well, ball security doesn't just...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Stewart. Flips it out to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
This is a designed run. Fighting off the defender. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Nittany Lions are on the move. Using his feet. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
6th play of the drive coming up. To the air on 2nd down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. It's caught. Breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Split backs here. The give to the tailback. Nice move there. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, So hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Finds his man, it's Hughes. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
A lot of times the QB's going to drop back and try to make a big play, What's your safe option if nothing's there? Slip it to your running back. Let him catch it. Let him go get a first down for you.
They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Steps away to find some room. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top of the pick.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of Aaron. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football, just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
Quarterback will keep it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Sprinting away. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Penn State.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. To the air, it's Sellers. Trying to set up the screen. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Using his feet to buy time. Got a first down. At the 35, he's open. And it's a fumble after that huge gain.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
Listen, running backs backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Bennett. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He'll keep it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Roadrunner.
And finally the offense strikes, man. Puts a drive together, gets points right at the end of the first half. Kudos to their defense, keeping them in it. Now you got some momentum. Figure some things out at halftime. Right back in this ballgame.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking for a man. It's Stewart. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Just couldn't quite squeeze the interception, and man, did he have some daylight in front of him. Second down coming.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
Calls his own number. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made him look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Still looking on the move. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half, and that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Steps away. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on it.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. Touchdown, UTSA! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll return it. Drills him with the stiff arm. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Stewart. Gets it to the back. Can't get him to the ground. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pena.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
A run for the quarterback. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
And another big run by the quarterback, and he's been doing it all game long. Different ways, different styles. All you know is he's over 100 yards for the game, and the defense hasn't been able to do anything about it.
To the air on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hobbs. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Back to pass on second down. Here's a heat. Trying to escape. Turning it on. And they finally run him out of bounds. A huge gain to wrap up the 3rd quarter. This defense will start the 4th on its heels. All right, stage is set. Let's see how it all plays out here in this postseason showdown. So first down will open up the final period. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his own.
grabbed behind the line. It's Hobbs. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Hobbs. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it fly. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
They'll try to tack on an extra point here deep in the game. They fake it. Pitch it to the tight end. Brought down short of the goal line. 2-point try is no good, and it's still a 6-point game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Back to throw, it's Sellers. That's caught, it's Wingo. And he gets it to the 44-yard line, it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Dances away to buy time. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling inbounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Big play on the scramble. Got out of bounds to stop the clock. Picked up the first down, and now they'll try to find a way to score. And the Roadrunners getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the 4th quarter and it's a 1-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Roadrunners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Fires downfield. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Timeout call by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. To the air, it's Sellers. Complete. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, UT San Antonio.
And with that touchdown, they've tied the game. All you got to do now is kick the extra point. You need to do a great job on special teams covering, and your defense just has to hold on because there are only a few ticks left on the game clock.
And they take the lead, and now in the waning moments, they're so close to a win. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Pena. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll throw it. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Makes the grab. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. A big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Dropping back, it's Stewart. Spits it out to the back. That's reeled in, it's Hobbs. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. You know, there's no real reason to panic if you think about it. Everyone just panicking every really tough. But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these 2 teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. Arizona will put it away to start this one. Straight ahead from inside his 25. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Got room to work. There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Canes! Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so, and A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got and the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
And the point after is good. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Got the first down and more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did.
Oh, he's got some space. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Offensive coordinators feel really smart when the run game opens, especially early in the game, because now everything is at their disposal and the defense is already on their heels.
Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Stewart. Got his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Arizona in a hurry. Wants to throw on 3rd. Caught in the backfield. It's Hobbs. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Quarterback keeper. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats! The extra point here would tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They took it 71 yards down the field. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They go to the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And a short game here in the first quarter will come to a close. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Wide receiver going in motion. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. Runs through the tackle. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hurricanes. He shed tackles right and left and housed it. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, he missed it. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished it off on the ground with a 58-yarder for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a man, it's Stewart. Quickly complete. On the move at the 30. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. At the 30. Inside the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arizona! Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner will be brought down. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. They'll try the toss to the left. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Going over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
That is not a great special teams play as the ball is marked dead inside their own 35. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Arizona right back to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Burnett. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Back to pass, it's Stewart. Picked off to stop the threat. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it along the sideline. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Gibson. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Finds a man all alone. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Going for 6. Touchdown, Miami! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. They want to see if they can score the deuce. Trying to punch it in. He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Scanning the field, it's Stewart. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Throws toward the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nowhere to go, and now the ball's out. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Quarterback keeps it. Took care of it himself. Oh, there's an alley on the left. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Defense is going to have to find a way to slow this quarterback down from running the football. He's been doing a lot of damage in this game. Already he's got over 100 yards rushing.
They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, Arizona. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Up by 1, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. To the air, it's Stewart. Rushes on him. Moves around to clear up the vision. Incomplete on the 2-point try, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if they get another chance.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Humphries. Busts through behind his pad. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Wants to throw on first down. And they can't make the connection. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The defense coming up big there. And the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Wildcats will hustle to the line. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be fourth down.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
Going to the running game. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now on third down for this offense. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Grab near the marker, it's Humphries. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, or when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
Turning it on. Oh, look out, the ball's free. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
Well, at this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, deep in their own end, they're going to want to run the football, no doubt. The defense knows that, and they're going to be trying to rip it out, seeing if they can get a takeaway to set up their offense in great field position. So ball security right here has got to be big.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Here comes the option. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Now on the move. He has the first and still on his feet. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. Arizona in a hurry. This quarterback part of their running game. It's a running room. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Arizona going back to work with another 1st down. To throw, it's Stewart. Under fire. Looking deep. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
What a momentum-changing play. Just when they needed to get the takeaway, he steps up with a massive interception, now gives his team a chance to regain the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the grab deep. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a 1st down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
That's a really well-coached wide receiver, guys. Understanding the situation in the game. Understanding the importance of killing this clock. Only way to do that on that play was to get out of bounds. He did exactly that.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Canes! And they've moved out front here on the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. From the gun, looking for a man. They're working that left side. He gets it into the end zone. The two-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Just going to keep it after the snap.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Got it behind the line. It's Hobbs. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Stewart. Now sliding to his left. Fires on the move. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Trying to get rid of it. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring out fourth down.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game, but it all comes down to this play right here.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Lets it fly. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, and no doubt that's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Wants to throw. It's Stewart. Had to get rid of it quickly. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. He'll pull it down and run. At the 20, he's got space. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, They didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Dropping back, it's Manning. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's going to go for a big one. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I'll tell you what, defensive dream, right? You dream about coming out, setting the tone. You practice your script all week of what you want to be in, how you want to be successful, and bam, right out the gates, forcing the INT. Let's go.
looks as if he's going to run it. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hobbs. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Stewart. Quarterback adapted. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
And the offensive player had to commit pass interference on that play. You saw the defender jump the throw. The defender was in position to make an interception, so the offensive player had to do something to break it up.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. The short hands, it's Hobbs. And they're able to get him down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. 3rd and goal, where the strong come through. On the move. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Fourth and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Pressure coming. Complete out of the backfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wildcats. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his 25. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He turns it loose to the left. Intercepted! intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the option. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Hobbs. Tripped up for the tackle.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. You picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Now the play fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Well, they tried to play fake, but it fooled absolutely nobody.
And that's the problem with play-action pass, Reese, is that it takes time to develop. The quarterback's got to fake the handoff, and receivers generally are running routes further downfield. So the offensive line has got to be able to hold up that extra second to give their QB an opportunity, and they weren't able to do it there.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Bringing the heat. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They weren't able to move them an inch on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to pass, it's Stewart. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll move the tight end. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Unleashes it on the run. Falls in the deep ball. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. On the ground, it's Hobbs. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
There he goes. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Touchdown, Arizona. He would not be denied.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Scrambling away. Caught in the backfield, it's Barber. Plows through the defense. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Looking to go up top and times running out in the half. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Wildcats! How about this defense taking one back to the house? Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting reports, making big plays.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. And the Bobcats will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He'll take it himself. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Burnett. Oh, and he wants to throw it. The pass falls incomplete, and they are fortunate to live to tell about that one. It had turnover written all over it. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the snap, it's Burnett. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. They'll run for it. Still on his feet. Still on his feet at the 45. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Arizona! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Direct snap. It's Burnett. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finishes the drive with a thrilling 69-yard run to the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside the 25. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. To the air. It's Manning. Might be looking to run. He'll turn and throw back right. A dangerous idea. The Bobcats are threatening on 1st and goal. Trying to barrel in. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. And the Bobcats want to crank the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Looking to throw. They'll run the screen. He makes it in for the deuce, and now it's a 14-point game. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Pulls and fired complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. looking for a man. It's Stewart. Buys a little extra time. With the catch, it's Pena. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Hobbs. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Past the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The jumbo formation is in. Looks as if they'll try to power in the two. They'll try to power it in. He stopped short on the two-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the two. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Makes the catch inside his 30 and looking for room. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
The Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And now on second down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. A strike downfield. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Second down now after the sack. Wants to go up top. Under fire. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the boulevard. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Stewart. Got his man quickly. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. He's got him. The Wildcats will keep this drive going.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Time to take a shot. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Ohio!
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Seconds left to go, and the whole thing pretty much comes down to this onside kick. It looked as if he got a hand on it before it traveled 10 yards, and that's going to be a penalty. These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. They'll give it to the back. Finding an escape route. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Got his man. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. On the move. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Stewart. Forced out of the pocket. Caught behind the line. It's Stowers. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.